Everyone, I wrote an article called "Red Flags When Handling B2C." So this basically inspired me because I'm trying to get my MBA, and I contacted universities in Australia as well as university in Sri Lanka to get my MBA done. But I found so many red flags from people who are handling direct clients. Number one is a lot of these. Universities or any of these people promote via Facebook. And in Facebook, when they request for this information, there is a form to fill. They ask you for your name, your phone number, sometimes your designation as well, and your email address. And then when they call you up, at the end of the call, they still ask you saying, is it possible for me to get your email address? I do give my email address, but the first thing that comes to my mind as a person who's handled B2C and led a team who's handled B2C, I'm like, I've already given you that information. The second one is that a lot of institutions, when a client requests information, do not give your contact number and expect a direct client to contact you. They message you a contact number or two contact numbers saying that, oh, please call these two numbers and you'd get more information. It is more professional for you to ask the customer's number and make sure someone within your team reaches out to them. The other thing is when you're reaching out to a B2C client, that means a direct client that you're handling, whatever information that you're requesting, or if they fill the form, make sure in less than 3 hours you get back to your client. It is paramount that you get back to your client, or tell your client there is a delay and that you would get back to them later. Make sure the client is engaged at that singular point. And I've seen this is in like so many how do you say Facebook groups. I've seen when people when you're trying to attract a direct client and you put some product up, everyone is like, DM me for the price. And Facebook itself restricts non-Facebook friends from contacting you, so it goes into a different folder and you have to accept this message to come. So this makes sure the client thinks also that you're insecure about your product. At that point itself, you just replying on the same thread saying the price is this would make the client have a clearer indication. If not, the client has to do 2-3 steps from his end to accept your message, where I think you would lose a client at that point, speaking honestly from a customer point of view. The other thing is that sometimes, not always, I won't say always, sometimes the person on the receiving end of the call, for example, you requested some information or you want to learn more about some information, and whoever you put on the receiving end of that call has no idea or very little idea of what your product is or what you are trying to sell. At that point, the customer is very discouraged, and I don't think the customer would return back to you. So make sure that you invest time in educating whoever your handling team is, what the products are, what the information is, so that they can, or they are empowered to educate the clients that reach out to you. Why I'm saying this is, understand B2C, whichever discipline you're from. B2C, think of it like the hospitality industry. It is you serving another client. So the base of the hospitality industry, make sure all your agents, all your handling teams who are handling B2C business have that insight or have that trait that is required within the hospitality industry. Like Ritz-Carlton says, we are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that is very important. B2C is a very tricky game, And these are some very easy and very often repeated mistakes that I mentioned within this video. Try to correct them, and if you are a business owner, understand this too. In the first 1.5 months, if that B2C handling person does nothing but educate themselves of your products and services, that is a value add for your company. It is not you losing money in the first 1.5 months, but training someone to be greater in the long run. Okay? Thank you. Have a great day.